Hello everyone, today I'm looking at Bugsnax. This was essentially a meme game. You can only play this game with the power of the PS5. I actually got this for PS4 physical because of course I had to. And this was just like a joke game to a lot of people, to buy and to hype up because it just looks so tacky, like one of these crappy indie games. But honestly, when I played it, it actually isn't that bad. The characters are pretty funny and entertaining. There's one guy who's a hard-ass farmer, another guy who's like a business, kind of New Yorker kind of guy, another one that's like an annoying scene girl. So they all have a pretty good cast of personalities, and it's actually pretty entertaining, the overall game. And so what is the premise of Bugsnax? Well, there are these creatures on this island that are half bug, half snack. And so essentially they essentially are like Pokemon. So it's a combination of like Pokemon Snap and whatever, except without the Pokemon battles. But basically, you basically catch the Bugsnax and take pictures of them and find out more things about them. And again, it's a very stupid game. Like, there's like a half hamburger, half beetle kind of thing. There are slices of flying pizza and stuff. The big one called, the big slice, which is a giant flying pizza. And so basically what's happening is a lot of the villagers have gone disappearing. You basically are a journalist, and I don't even know what the heck you are, some kind of weird Muppet creature. And you are trying to find Elizabeth, who is this famous explorer who went to this island of the Bugsnax to find the next big scoop and whatever. And so she has basically gone missing, and you have been requisitioned to go and find her. So you fall upon the island, and you basically have this hub world of this village of like people who are trying to colonize the place. And so you have to help them out with their side quests, and through that you also help Philbo, who is kind of like the main guy who's trying to hold this whole thing together and is the mayor of this small town. And so he has you go out on side quests and things and helps you discover, the power of the Bugsnax, I guess. And one thing that they realize is that whenever they eat the Bugsnax, it changes their physical form and their physique, which would be horrifying to most people, but they're like, oh, this is kind of cool. And so the more Bugsnax that you feed them, the more their appearance changes. And so I'm almost guaranteed that almost no one will have the same looking characters, because it does everything from the forearms to the main arm, to the nose, the head, everything. And the more you feed them, the more essentially disfigured they become. Also, the Bugsnax will say their name. So like a shishka bug will say shishka bug, shishka bub. You have different methods also of trapping the Bugsnax. Of course, you can use certain bait like ketchup flowers to kind of attract them. You have different kinds of cages and different kinds of springs to launch them into cages far away. And there are also different biomes that you go to, from the mountainside to the seaside to the plains and the meadows. And there'll be different Bugsnax in each of those areas. And so some characters will say, to capture certain Bugsnax. Some characters will say to get a certain amount of them, and so on and so forth. Basic stuff like that. Again, there are some characters in this game that are definitely super annoying, like the one that's always dancing. She's just friggin' like always just singing and dancing as a drama queen, and it's really aggravating how she acts. But it's part of the game, I guess. What's really interesting is that the boss fights in this game are pretty interesting and intelligent. For example, there's this one giant sushi monster that you have to bait out of the water and then have it essentially smack into a wall and then catch up a bunch of its smaller sushi rolls that have fallen off and are sentient. There's some very smart game design in this game, honestly. And I was planning to play this game for like 20 minutes, laugh of it, and basically move on with my life. But it turned out to be like legitimately kind of, have a depth of gameplay and legitimately fun to play and good and rounded, which again really shocked me. It also definitely is a challenge to collect every single bug, because some bugs will have a certain habit or a certain strategy in order to bait them and get them to lower their guard down, essentially. And yeah, the story also gets pretty decent too when you find out what happened to actually Elizabeth and her fate and what is what really are the Bugsnax. It's actually a pretty decent story, honestly, that I kind of enjoyed, which is really honestly surprising to me. And yeah, you get different tools throughout the game to catch different Bugsnax, but overall, yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know this game is actually not bad. And I was kind of like angry / disappointed that it actually was a generally good experience. But yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to fly by you guys. The friggin' meme game is actually not terrible and kind of worth your time. And again, the body horror of turning into fast food is not mitigated by anything, because you are what you eat. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much all I have for this game. I will see you all later. Bye.